It's the fiber in my eyes and the flesh of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I am a woman, phenomenal woman. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, I am Tay Tay, and I don't really have a unique introduction or whatever. I'm not sure if I actually want to do it or not, but I'll definitely be thinking about it and thinking of one. But I realized that I actually don't have an introduction video on this channel so that y'all could get to know who I am. So let's dive right into it. This is what this video is. And yeah, who am I? My name, I'm not shy about telling my real name. I think I've actually said it on another video. My name is Octavia Watts. I usually, a lot of people call me Tay Tay, so that's just the name that I ran with when it came to this channel. I'm 26 years old. I have one brother, one sister. I have a god sister that's younger than me, but besides her, I am the youngest of my mom's kids. And I have 2 kids myself. Where am I from? I'm from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. If you're from Texas, Fort Worth, there's a small part of Texas that goes by the name of Poly. I'm from there. And when I tell people that here, they're like you don't seem like you came from Poly. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't turn out like, I don't know, other women or girls to women who came from Poly, but I am who I am. Well, actually I do kind of know, but I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, I'm from Poly. What schools did I go to? Well, I only went to a school in Poly for literally 1 year, and that was pre-K. So I honestly don't remember anything about it. Honestly, all I know is that I have a class picture, one of the class pictures that we take at the end of the year or whatever. I have one of those, well, my mom has one of those at her house. So I've seen it, so I know I went there. But literally just for 1 year, because after that, I remember the rest of my years. I went to a school that goes by the name of R.A.L.C. And if I said that too fast, R.A.L.C, which stands for Riverside Applied Learning Center. Now, this is why maybe people, or maybe I don't seem like I come from Poly, because literally my mom took me out of that type of environment when it came to school. We still lived in, that type of environment. We were still there every single day. My grandparents lived there, my aunt lived there. You know what I'm saying? I was there, but I didn't go to the schools. So I went to a predominantly white school. So that's probably why I talk the way I talk. I can't help it. And when I say talk the way I talk, it's literally all my life. People say, you talk white. I feel like it's me talking proper, not talking white. You can't talk with color. But hey, I've dealt with it my entire life, so I'm used to it. I don't be in drama. I keep to myself. I'm quiet as hell. That's a lot of another thing people say about me, which I know. Yeah, so I went to R.A.L.C, which was an elementary school. Let's see, I have a lot of memories at that school. Oh, my first memory, which was the worst memory of all time. I was either in kindergarten or 1st grade, and I remember being in class, the teacher was teaching. I was sitting next to my friend, actually a very close friend, for a while, for a very long time. He's a boy. Shout out to Anthony. Yes, I'm saying names in this video. Shout out to Anthony. Y'all know who y'all are when I do say the names. But yeah, he was a close friend of mine. For years, we actually went all through elementary school together. We went all through middle school together. It was high school where we kind of, you know what I'm saying, took different paths. But yeah, he was sitting next to me, oh God, and I really had to pee. I really had to pee, like, so bad. And I'm 5 or 6 years old. Like, lady, why won't you let me go pee? Like, I'm steady asking her, can I go pee? I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. Doing like, I gotta pee dance. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the chair. I think everybody was in a circle, or either we were just, you know, behind our desks. I don't know. But I'm like, I gotta pee. Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go? She's not letting me go to the bathroom. And it was really bad. Like, I really had to pee. Like, I have not mastered holding my pee yet. I'm a kid. Like, come on. She didn't let me go pee, so I peed in the chair. Super embarrassing. I didn't do it on purpose. I really wanted to go to the bathroom. You know what? Looking back, I should have walked out like I would now, or like I would when I was in middle school or high school. I should have just walked out. But I was a good. I mean, I've always been a good girl, but I was like extreme good girl at that time. So I was pissed that she wouldn't let me go. Out of all people, like, lady, what are you doing? I don't cause problems here. Yeah, I peed on myself, and my good friend, he never let that die down. Like, he made fun of me, and I was just like, it was horrible. Nobody else ever talked about it but him. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why do you always bring this shit up? So yeah, that was my first crazy memory at R.A.L.C. Let me see, what's another one? I really had fun at that school. Oh, one time I almost got, I did get suspended. But I don't think it was justified. I think, okay, let me just tell a story. I had white friends, I had black friends. This time, at this moment, I was at recess with my white friends. I was at recess with my white friends, and I don't know, we were playing something. And somehow we decided, okay, you're gonna get this arm, you're gonna get that arm, I'm gonna get this leg, you're gonna get that leg. And we had one of our friends, I thought she was one of our friends, in, you know what I'm saying, in the air. She's crying and hysterical, and it's just like, ugh. Like, girl, we're playing, like, relax. It's a joke. She tells on us, and we get suspended for bullying. Well, I don't know if they got suspended. All I know is what I got. I got suspended for bullying, which is some BS, because we were not bullying you, lady. We were playing. I said, lady, you're a lady now, and I'm talking to you. We were playing, and you knew that. Yeah. Oh, and then 5th grade. No. Let's go back to 3rd grade. 3rd grade, I remember getting a whooping the day before from my mom. I don't know what I did. I don't remember. But I got whoopings. Yeah. But I came to school the next morning, crying. I'm like, I gotta go to the nurse. I gotta go to the nurse right now. And I get to the nurse and I'm crying. I'm like, my mom whooped me. She whooped me so bad. I got welts all over my body. Somebody needs to call the police. Oh my God, dramatic at its finest. I was really pissed trying to get her in trouble. I'm glad she didn't get in trouble. But what trips me out is that nobody cared that I got my ass whooped. Nobody cared, but nowadays, everybody cares. It's like, we can't do this, we can't do that. Like, why y'all didn't care about me? Why y'all didn't care about little old me? No, I'm glad she didn't get in trouble though. Like, the nurse really didn't give a fuck at all. I'm still baffled about that. But 5th grade, last crazy memory, I got suspended again. So Have y'all ever seen the movie? I'm sure y'all have, the movie Little Rascals. When Buckwheat and what's his name? Porky? I think it was Porky, something like that. They were, you know, in the, I don't know where they are, in the parks, in the woods, some shit. They was watching the race car, and they were saying, I got a pickle, I got a pickle, I got a pickle, hey, 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 hey. And he was like, I'll trade you a pickle for a pickle. So me and my friend Lori, shout out to Lori, we were in class writing notes. And we were writing, you know, those words. I'll trade you a pickle for a dickle. And he said dickle. That's what it sounded like. So we put dickle. And it was funny. So the teacher that I had at the time, which I think it was Mr. Welge, I hated his guts. He was an asshole, like, for no fucking reason. But, you know what? I looked him up when I got grown on Facebook, and I wanted to cuss his ass out so bad. Because, like, why are you an asshole? He tried to fail me one time because I got a 100 on my test. Like, I missed taking the test the day before because I didn't come to school. So he literally put me in a room by myself to take that math test. And I got a 100. He's going to say, you cheated. I wasn't even in a math classroom. I was in a social studies classroom next door. It had nothing about math on the wall. Like, how did I cheat? Tell me that. But anyways, back to the story. He was he was seeing us pass notes, and he was like, let me see those notes. So, you know, we had to give him the notes, and he read it. He was like, oh no, y'all are, go to the office. We got suspended for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a joke. Like, we wasn't talking about dicks. We didn't know nothing about that. Okay, maybe a little, because that's why we thought it was funny, but, you know, it wasn't that serious. But, yeah, so, elementary school was fun. Really. I mean, hey. The middle school I went to was ALA, which stands for Applied Learning Academy, also a predominantly white school. I don't know. I know my sister went to that school, my brother did not. The elementary, my brother went to that school, my sister did not. But for the most part, they went to mostly predominantly black schools. So I don't know, I may be completely different from them. I think, well, I know I am. But yeah, so ALA was my middle school. I had fun in middle school as well. I almost got suspended for bullying a few times, which I don't think that was justified either. I think I might have accountability issues. I don't know. But there was this girl, she was like my nemesis, you know? Like she really hated me, and I only like had beef for her because of the fact that she hated me. Like, for what? Like, what do you, she never told me why she hated me, but I kind of knew. I feel like she hated me because, you know, she was black as well, but she was like the bougie black, kind of like me, but like way worse. So she felt like she was supposed to be, I feel like she felt like she was supposed to be that only type of black girl. You know what I'm saying? Also, I may have taken 2 of her boyfriends, but not knowing, like, I didn't know. I didn't know that they were her boyfriends, and really, it doesn't really matter because both of them, they're gay now. So, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really take dating serious throughout all of school, from elementary, middle, high school, none of that. I didn't take dating anybody serious. I didn't care too much. So, you know, it just wasn't a big deal to me. So that probably played a part in why she didn't like me as well. But yeah, we had beef from start to finish, and she was a year younger than me, so in a lower grade. From start to finish, we had beef. Like, walk down the hallways, it's like a stare down, mug, everything. Like, what you want to do? But she never said nothing. She never did nothing until there was social media, MySpace. I don't know what she did, what she said, but all I know is I'm in her DMs, calling her all type of bitches and hoes. All type of bitches and hoes. And tell me why this girl prints out the fucking DM, or whatever it was called back then, messages. She prints out the messages and takes it the next day, takes it to the school security. I get to school and the security stops me with the paper in her hand. Like, why did you do this? Why did you do this to this girl? You know this is cyberbullying and you can get in big trouble. I'm like, what the fuck? This didn't even happen on school grounds and y'all telling me I'm about to get in trouble for something I said while I was at home? Or something I did while I was at home? Like, are you kidding? I should just put my hands on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did get suspended that time. But then there was after that when I got back to school, because I was pissed. I was pissed. I seen her in the hallway, science hallway. I think it was called science. Well, I know I was on my way to my science class. But I seen her in the hallway. She's coming this way. I'm coming this way. And I bump her with my shoulder real hard. Bow. And I look back. See if she was going to do something. She didn't do nothing. Why you telling me for a message but not for bumping you real hard? Because it was hard. I know I did. And I didn't give a fuck. I'm sorry. But yeah. Like, I just didn't understand. But after that, I was like, okay, so this girl, she don't want to do nothing. Like, obviously, she just wants to be ugly. And I don't mean physically. I wouldn't say she was just ugly. I wouldn't say she was ugly. No, I wouldn't. But her inside's very ugly. Because, like, bitch, why you mad? Like, I don't do nothing to nobody. What are you doing? Other than that, I don't think I really got into much trouble in middle school. I actually had a lot of fun, did a lot of things that I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? But high school, I went to Southwest High School, which is predominantly black. I would say it's predominantly black. So at that point, like, I'm having a change of scenery. I'm getting to know a lot more people of the same color as me, because before I had way more white friends than black. And in the black friends that I did have, they weren't necessarily friends. It would be like when they're not around their friends and I'm not around my friends and we're together, like we talk, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, you actually cool. I'm like, I know. Like, what? I know. But y'all in y'all feelings because I don't hang with y'all? Like, it's not that deep. We can be cool. But yeah, so that's what it was. So when I went to Southwest, it was time for me to gain black friends. Now, the first friend I ever made in freshman year was Alicia. Shout out to Alicia. And then I met Samantha. So we were all this little, shout out to Samantha as well. We were all, you know, this little crew. They were both my best friends. We had fun a lot. And then, I don't know, me and Alicia fell out at some point. Probably sophomore year, I think. We fell out, so at that point it was just me and Samantha. We went everywhere together. We did everything together. She has an older sister, and her older sister has a best friend, so that was kind of the crew. We used to go to clubs together, parties together, be out all night. If I'm not at my house, I'm at her house, like, just doing grown shit. Just doing grown shit, like, for real, honestly. We even took a trip to Houston. No parents, nothing. this was probably junior year when we did that. Like we got on a bus, we went to Houston, we got drunk as fuck. I was so fucked up on the bus trip back. I forgot my food at where did we go? What can I think of it? No, not Arby's. It's not Arby's. I don't know where we went, but I left my food because I was fucked up. I had to go to the bathroom and throw up. Like, and I just walked out and left my food. I was so pissed because I wanted to eat that food on the bus. But we definitely had a great time. And I had got fucked up the night before, so I was still fucked up that morning when we was leaving. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Like, my mom trusted me to go on a trip with no parents. That was lit. But yeah, we did grown shit all the time without our parents knowing, honestly. Like, literally, we got into adult clubs and teen clubs, all type of clubs, really. We used to go to boys' house all the time, you know what I'm saying? I just had a vibe with them, honestly. But then I think during sophomore year, maybe junior year. I don't know, one of those. I met Jack A. Shout out to Jack A. Me and Samantha are still friends at this point. We have been friends for 3 years. Okay, so this is sophomore year going into. Okay, yeah. So I met Jack A. And actually, how I met her, my stepdad lived in the same apartments as her, and literally like walkway distance. He lived upstairs. She lived downstairs. And my stepsister, actually already knew her, and she was like, "Hey, Jack A, this is my sister Tay Tay. I think y'all would actually get along great together." And so actually at that point we did. Like, we were inseparable. That was also my best friend. I had a few best friends. What I did. Now I don't have any friends. But again, not my fault. Just saying. But yeah, so I met Jack A, and then junior year I also met another best friend. He's a guy. His name is Kasim. He was, honestly, no shade to the other best friends, but he was honestly my favorite best friend. We had the most fun together. And I've said I've had fun, you know, throughout this whole video, but we had the most fun together. He had, you know, he's Indian, but he was cool as hell, as if like he was like one of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool as hell. I was a stoner, first of all. Let me say that. I was a stoner at that point in my life. Freshman year, I started smoking. Didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like, I haven't stopped yet. Like, I'm smoking every single day. So he was a stoner also. We used to skip school, go to his house. He was a rebel too, because his mom, was, because he's not that anymore. But his mom used to hate the shit that he was doing. Like, why are you at home and it's school time and you got this girl in my house? Like, I don't know what they were saying, but I'm pretty sure that's about, you know what I'm saying, what she was saying. But yeah, so I used to be at his house. He introduced me to Indian food. Now I love it. Like, we used to be eating up everything. We used to go smoke everywhere. We smoked in a church before. Like, that shit was crazy. I can't believe I did things like that. I was a good girl, for real. Whew, till I got to that damn school. But yeah, like, we had so much fun together. We even left school to go to Dallas Galleria Mall. Like, we was lit. Like, nobody even really like thought I would do those type of things. Like, everybody looks at me as the good girl, the quiet good girl. But the people that actually knew me and talked to me every day, that I was comfortable with and showed who I actually am to, they know that I ain't no good girl about me. Like, it's really, like, we really be lit. But yeah, so me getting new friends, I kind of like always seem to lose one. So senior year, and I lose Samantha, my longest friendship. You know, I was gonna talk about that, but I really don't want to. Honestly, all I'll say is that I was going through something that I never went through before until, well, now I go through it all the time, but at that moment, that was my first time ever going through it. And she didn't take it well, but I'm now learning that there are other reasons why she did what she did, or took the route that she took at that time. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I lost respect for her, but you know what I'm saying? That was my dog, so I kind of still got a little love for her still. But you know, it is what it is. So at senior year, my crew was actually Jack A, and then I met Brianna, so she came a part of the crew, and then there was also two dudes in the crew, and that was Jordan and Bobby. Yeah, we smoked. Smoked, yeah. We had, honestly, like, I keep saying this, but I really had a great time in high school. Like, high school was so fucking fun. Like, I wish I could go back, honestly. I would definitely make some different decisions, but I wish I could go back, because I had the most fun of my life in high school. I don't know if anybody else can say that, but I definitely did. Even though I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, popular, I wasn't known, I didn't want to be at all. With the people that I was with, I definitely had a grand time. But yeah, so that was my high school, I guess my whole school experience. Life after school, well, I guess not really, because I did go to college for a year. I was also working. I was also working at the same time, because I was paying for college on my own. And you know what I'm saying, I lived in the dorm. I went to Texas Wesleyan University. My first roommate, shout out to Tempe. She was amazing. I loved her so much. I did. She was a vibe. She got me out of the house, because, you know, well, y'all don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm a loner. Like, I'm comfortable being in my house, in my bed, go to work, go home, you know what I'm saying? She was like, girl, let's go to this party. So I experienced my first frat party because of her, and I had to be at work 3 hours later, so I really, like, got no fucking sleep that night. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. And then school, I had to be at school. Like, it was just classes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I again, had a grand time with her. She cooked for me all the time. She made, like, you know what I'm saying, do stuff with her. We watched movies together. I loved her. But then she left. I forgot the reason she left, but she left in the middle of the semester. Or was it after the first semester? And I got a new roommate, and I hated her. I fucking hated her. Like, she was annoying. She stank. She had no regards for my personal space. Like, I hated her. I hated her, and I was rude as fuck, because if I don't like you, that's just what it's gonna be. But so she actually pushed me out. I wouldn't say pushed me out, but kind of, because I was ready to go, and I fucking left eventually. But I'm kind of jumping the gun here. No, you know. So I was, like I said, I was also working at the time. I got that job when I was 17, still in high school. There was a guy there that wait, can we go back? Because I forgot to tell y'all. Let's go back to high school for a second. I'm sorry, I forgot. I left out a life event. So senior year high school, not too far. I went through a phase where my mom and my stepdad were separating. Like, they were not separating, they weren't married, but they weren't a couple anymore. And they were together for 10 years. So this is my father figure for as long as I can remember. I don't like my real dad. Like, I don't fool with him, I don't fuck with him. I mean, I'm doing better now, not really. But I am, because I'm not like being hateful and mean. You know, I can be cordial, I can give you a hug, I can say hi. But anyways, I hated it. I hated they were breaking up, but I knew he actually wronged her, my mom. But I acted out, and it even got to the point where my mom took me to therapy. Like, she was like, you need help. Like, you know, I feel like I made her cry a lot, even though she was already crying because she was going through something that she didn't want to be going through. But I feel like I made her cry a lot more, you know, because of the things that I was doing, saying. I love him so much to where, like, I didn't want to even, like, I wanted to move with him after they got, you know, after they broken up. But I even packed my bags and everything. I went over there. He said I could stay there, but I got there and I probably only was there for like a weekend. And his other woman, she wasn't feeling it, and I could tell she wasn't feeling it. So you know what I'm saying? At this point, you know, you gotta leave. Like, and that fucking broke me. That broke my heart. Like, I wanted to stay there. My stepbrother was there. My stepsisters was there. Like, I love these people from the bottom of my heart. These are all I know. Like, I have my own brothers and sisters, but I'm closer with these people at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, one time, I was just acting out a lot. Like, one day, I told you I skipped school a lot. So one day, I skipped school. My teacher, she wanted me to make up a test. I told her no. Like, no. Like, my grades are fine. I'm not making up no test. And plus, she didn't really teach shit in that class, no way. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, lady, leave me alone. And she, apparently she called my mom. I did not know about this at the time. Apparently she called my mom. So I'm outside at the end of school, you know, waiting on my ride or whatever. Or I probably wasn't even gonna, I was probably just gonna walk because mom she worked right down the street. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just outside, you know what I'm saying, talking to people. I was actually with, I'm gonna say one of my niggas, because he wasn't mine, I wasn't his, you know what I'm saying? We was just all hugged up or whatever. Tell me why I got somebody grab me by my ponytail while I'm hugged up on this nigga. Like, I'm literally like this. Drag me into school. Not drag me, but, you know, pull me into school by my hair. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's my mom. She embarrassed the fuck out of me. Like, super fucking embarrassed. So she takes me to the class of the fucking snitch bitch. And it's more fucking boys in there. It's more kids in there. She's slapping me around like, come on, dude. Like, I'm fucking 17 years old. Why are you doing me like this? Like, we should be over this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pissed. But yeah, I had to take the fucking test. Anyways, we get home. And she's like, give me your phone. And I'm in, you know, the rebellious stage. I'm thinking I'm grown, whatever. No, I'm not giving you my phone. Now, mind you, I've always actually been like this. Like, if I feel disrespected by anybody, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm sorry, I talk fast sometimes. I'm going to stand up for myself. I don't care who you are. It could be your mama, my mama, my grandma, your grandma. I don't give a fuck. You do not talk to me any kind of way. You do not do me any kind of way. Now, I try to hold back on that for the longest when it comes to my mom, because she's my mom. But at the same time, it's like, at the same time, it's like, I've always lived by, you gotta give respect to get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. So, I'm feeling disrespected. Like, no, I'm not giving you my phone because for one, you've always told me that if I had my own job, I paid my own phone bill, then you cannot control what I do on my phone or take my phone. You hear me? So, if you can't stand by that, then that's on you. But I'm not giving you my phone. I didn't say all that. All I said was no. All I said was no, and I fucking meant it. So she starts hitting on me. You know what I'm saying? Yelling at me. I'm like, lady, you better stop putting your hands on me because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm 17 years old. What are you doing? You know, and she's still putting her hands on me. So we start fighting. Then she's calling my sister. My sister pulls up in a hurry. Like, oh my gosh, breaking out. Like, I need to stop. Like, Tay, do you have somewhere to go right now? And she's like, and my mom was like, you need to get out. You need to get out. You can't stay here no more. Since you want to be disrespectful and put your hands on me. Ma'am, you're putting your hands on me. Come on. What the fuck do you expect me to do? I'm 17. I'm grown. Damn near. You know what I'm saying? I got my own job, pay my own bills. I pay one of your bills. Like, come on. Like, come on. Can I have a little bit of respect? You know what I'm saying? But, so I called. Hey, come get me. She put me out. Cosm pull up. You hear me? Cosm pull up. Jack A pull up. They're dating. I didn't mention that. They're dating now.